Meanwhile, China has expressed anger on a planned $2.2 billion worth of arms sales to Taiwan. The Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has warned the United States not to play with fire over the issue of Taiwan. Now, expressing anger over the deal, Wang said that no foreign force will be able to stop the reunification of China and no foreign force should try to intervene.
敦促美方充分认识到涉台问题的严重性，以实际行动来恪守一个中国的承诺以及中美3个联合公报的规定，切实按照两国元首就推进协调稳定合作为基调的中美关系所达成的重要共识，正确地处理涉台的问题。不要向台独分裂势力发出错误的信号，不要一错再错，更不要在涉台问题上玩火。
Now, despite the Chinese criticism of the deal, the United States State Department has approved the possible sale of Abrams tanks, Stinger missiles and also related equipment at an estimated value of almost about $2.2 billion in a big defense deal to Taiwan.
To the extent that Taiwan is better able to defend herself, then it's better able for the United States to be able to be active in other parts of the island chain. But the loss of Taiwan would be devastating to the United States, to Japan, so we just can't have it. But the most important thing that Taiwan can do is be better able to defend itself, and that's why, in my view, this present arms sale, the $2.2 billion arms sale, but more importantly even, the follow-on sales of the F-16V is so important.
So the latest threat, of course, has come from China at a time when the Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen is in the United States on a trip that has angered Beijing. In a veiled reference to China, Wen said that democracy must be defended and that the island faced threats from overseas forces. Now, China, which claims self-ruled and democratic Taiwan as its own and views it as a wayward province, had called on the United States not to allow Tsai to transit in Washington during her trip to the Caribbean. All right, let's now get you the latest from Sri Lanka, where a private member's motion bill has been moved in the Sri Lankan Parliament. The bill seeks to abolish the death penalty in Sri Lanka, and the private member's bill has been moved by the Member of Parliament of the ruling party, Bandula Lal Bandarigoda, after President Maithripala Sirisena's decision to execute 4 prisoners who are on the death row before the end of his term later this year. Now, the private member's bill, titled the Abolition of Death Penalty Bill, seeks to modify any reference to the death penalty in the law to imprisonment for life. Now, according to the MP Bandula Lal Bandarigoda, the president has violated the very first of the 5 guiding principles of Buddhism, which refers to the rule to abstain from killing any living being. The President Maithripala Sirisena wants to end the 42-year-old moratorium on capital punishment in the island nation to deal with the spiraling narcotics-related crime. Now, following a visit to the Philippines in January earlier in the year, Maithripala Sirisena was impressed by the strong-arm tactics of President Rodrigo Duterte in dealing with narcotics and drug-related crime. Now, according to estimates, there are as many as about 200,000 drug addicts in Sri Lanka. About 60% of the prisoners who are presently languishing in jails in the island nation are facing some drug-related charges. The Maithripala Sirisena has signed the death warrant for the 4 convicts, and also to carry out the execution. Sri Lanka, for the first time in 43 years, has now hired 2 hangmen with a salary of about 35,000 Sri Lankan rupees, or about $200 US. Now, a hangman had in fact been hired by the president, the gentleman that you see on your screens, but the hangman did not show up for work. Now, MP Bandarigoda has time and again stated that the death penalty does not act as a deterrent for any crime.